Nice to meet you. We can also say it is nice to meet you, or it was nice. It is also possible to make it in the gerund here. It was nice meeting you. Okay, you see, the gerund here is applicable once again. It was nice meeting you, as if it were the continuous form. Well, okay, remember that last class, then I told you we were talking about the gerunds. And at the very beginning of the session, I mentioned that gerunds is when we begin the sentence with a verb. But it is not possible to use only the verb in simple form like this. Travel, for example, without a passport. May bring you lots of problems. Okay, well then remember that at the beginning of the session I said when we are using the gerund, when we are using the verb, we have to use the gerund at the beginning of the sentence. For example, traveling without a passport may bring you lots of problems. Well, and even if it's negative or positive, I told you the use of gerund is exactly the same. Actually, on the exam, for example, you won't only give me the sentence using the gerund, but transforming. Let's suppose it is hard to work with children. Okay, even if we have this sentence, it is hard to work with children, I can transform this sentence into the gerund by using the verb working. Okay, working with the children is
hard.
Is hard. Okay, so in this case, as you can see, I am simply modifying the order of the sentence, and I am beginning by my verb eliminating the infinitive in this case. Let me show you some other examples. We will go to the summary. Let me see. Okay, this one. What it says, it is illegal to counterfeit money in some countries. Remember that counterfeit means falsificar. Okay, so I take the verb and I make my sentence. Counterfeiting money is illegal in some countries. It is illegal to grow marijuana in Mexico. Okay, growing marijuana is legal in Mexico. And so you see the verb that you are using here is the one that you can probably transform into the gerund at the beginning of the sentence. Well, just remember that these gerunds are using any kind of verbs, not only dynamic, but also stative. Why not? It's also possible here. Well, and very quickly, just to finish with this, because remember that we have adverbial phrases, you know, like in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, frequency adverbs, etc. Let me ask you to work with these 4 sentences. Unscramble, so this is, I have to put the sentence in order, in the correct order. And just consider the rule I gave you for the frequency adverbs. before the main verb, after the verb be, and the adverbial phrases at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. Okay, let me give you 1 minute and a half for you to analyze these sentences and put them in order. Okay, 1 minute for you to analyze. Muy bien. Chicos, necesito de nuevo que les saquen una captura de pantalla para que los pueda yo dividir en 3 equipos. Thank you, dear. The exercise?
A little bit confusing.
Is it? Really?
At least for me, yes.
Okay, who is me?
Me too, teacher.
So, oh my God. All right, then let me see. This is not, it's 2. Okay. Confusing. Why? Because you have to put the words in order, or confusing because what?
Miss, Kael doesn't have light.
Internet?
No, light.
Oh, okay. Then he will probably have to take a look at the summary after class.
Okay.
Yeah, just tell him, please. Okay, let us check. What do we have? Opinions for the first one. Anybody?
I always have coffee and toast for breakfast in the morning.
Right. I always
Have coffee and toast for breakfast in the morning.
Okay. Thank you. Did anyone have any problem with this one?
No, teacher.
No, not with this one? Okay. Thank you. Let us analyze the second one. Anybody?
It could be when she's thirsty. My wife often drinks orange juice.
Okay.
Let
me write it. It's okay. Let me write what he said. When she's thirsty, he said. When she's thirsty. My wife, right? My wife often drinks juice. Okay, tell me the other version, please.
Okay. My wife often drinks juice orange when she's thirsty.
Orange juice. When she is thirsty, right. Now let me tell you which of these 2 versions is the one. Okay, what about 3?
Sometimes we get takeout for dinner.
Right. And 4?
My children once in a while eat healthy snacks.
Okay, then let us check. In number 4, every single time you have an adverbial phrase, for example, once in a while, remember, they will be placed at the beginning or at the end. Never in the middle. Never. Why? Because my adverbial phrase shouldn't interrupt my sentence. My sentence will always remain together. The adverbial phrase is additional, so it will be at the beginning or at the end, never in the middle. So here in the middle, no, because it splits my sentence, and this is not grammatically correct. So at the beginning or at the end. It depends on what we are expressing. Many times you use the adverbial phrase at the beginning because you need to continue speaking. Some other times you use it at the end because that's the end of the sentence.
Miss,
But never,
sorry. And if I cry once in a while at the start, the phrase is correct?
Of course, this is what I am saying. You can use it at the beginning or at the end, but not in the middle. In the middle, no. In the middle, the frequency adverbs. Adverbial phrases, no. At the beginning or at the end is the same. Yes? Hello?
Yes, Miss.
Is that okay?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Now, what about sentence one? Sentence one is perfect. My frequency adverb is here before the main verb. Correct. What about in version two? Okay, recommendations. If you are beginning the sentence when she, yes, but who is she? And then my wife in the second sentence, why not mention my wife at the beginning? My wife often drinks juice when she is thirsty. Or probably when my wife is thirsty, she often drinks juice. My point is, you don't begin the sentence with she and then you give the name. In that case, you better begin with the name and then with the substitution she. Is that okay?
Yes, teacher.
If you observe, the sentence is the same. Gramaticalmente ambas están correctas, pero apropiadamente, o sea, ¿por qué voy a empezar con un she y después menciono quién es? Pues menciono mejor primero quién es y después menciono el she. Ese es mi punto. ¿Correcto?
Yes.
Okay. And number 3, sometimes we take out for dinner. Chicos, sometimes es la única frequency adverb, o escúchalo bien, la única que yo voy a poder interrumpir y ponerla al principio del enunciado. Es el único frequency adverb que yo voy a poder poner al principio. Originalmente debe de ir a la mitad del enunciado, sí, y debería de ir donde está antes de mi verbo o después de mi verbo to be. Ya saben que así dice la regla. Pero en este caso, sometimes puede ser toda una excepción y la puedo colocar al principio, pero solo ella. Ni el always, ni el never, ni el todo lo demás, no. Se tienen que ajustar a la regla. Eso es todo. ¿Listos?
Teacher, a ver, entonces los frequency adverbs van en medio, excepto el
Así
de
es.
sometimes.
No diríamos que excepto, más bien excepto el de sometimes pudiera ir al principio. Pero si no, apégate a la regla. Todos ellos van en medio.
Ok. Y los adverbial phrases van al
Eso sí.
principio o al final.
Al principio o al final. Nunca en medio. En medio sí nunca. Tienen que ir al principio o al final. ¿Listos?